like Disney?
Yes.
Do you like Universal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So for those of you that are asking yourself, why are they starting with a question? I'm Angie. This is Jeremy, and we're with CANI Property Management. And we have a question I'm going to ask Jeremy, and then I might put my own little flavor on it. Question about this is, should investors buy near attractions such as Disney, SeaWorld, Universal, and the neighborhoods around there? And go.
And go. All right. So, um, basically, you have to think of the demographic that you're trying to attract, right? At the end of the day, if you were trying to attract people who work at Disney, and for the most part, they're, you know, how do I put this? Not high wage earners.
That I would say that. It's
Yeah.
just, yeah, unfortunately, I think the careers or the job opportunities of the individuals that live the closest to the attractions are don't unfortunately don't make the most.
Right.
And that just kind of is what it is. But then that would then make me think, as someone that's not been in real estate for 2 decades, that well then wouldn't the property around there also be something that maybe not high wage earners could afford, or is that not the case?
Well, if you look at the demographics around kind of Disney, let's just take Disney for example right now. On the north side are more of the affluent homes, the newer, nicer, bigger homes that people want to be close to Disney and be in good schools and everything like that. And then on the south side, right, those are more people who work for Disney. So I guess at the end of the day is what are you trying to attract, right? Where's your budget at? If you're trying to buy maybe a townhome, 250 to 300,000 or so, that's going to maybe bring in 2,200 or so, 2,000 a month in income, then you're probably going to be looking on the south side, right? And possibly somebody who works for Disney. Um, if you're looking in the more maybe $3,500 per month, then you're looking on the north side. So you just have to, at the end of the day, what are you trying to attract, right? Are you trying to attract the person who lives more check to check and maybe has a little bit of savings, or are you trying to attract the more affluent people who have the higher credit scores, who make more money and don't live check to check?
This sparked a follow-up question for me.
Yeah.
Do you think properties in and around the attractions area have less vacancy because there's more of a need? I think when I looked at this question myself, I was like, I didn't go the route that you went. I went of, well, there's a need. There's people there working and they need a place to stay. They need a
Mm,
place to live. But I think with what you said, and the same is true with Universal Studios, and I would even I would not say the same for SeaWorld because SeaWorld's in a much older residential area
yeah.
as far as that goes. But for Universal,
Mm,
you go west, you're in affluent areas.
mm,
You're in, it's definitely Dr. Phillips.
yeah.
You go east, you're in Pine Hills. You're in another, other areas where there are some beautiful, nice homes.
Yeah.
There's been some revitalization to the communities there, but
Mm,
at the same time, there's a need for good rentals. But then you have the challenge with neighborhood, right?
right.
As you go 2 streets over and you're not really in the greatest area. I think the other flip to this is, are you potentially putting yourself at higher risk for theft, break-in, things of that nature? I would even say let's take it outside of the attractions and let's say closer to for Central Florida, for Orlando specifically, like the Kia Center, or if you're up in Jacksonville, maybe the Jacks football stadium up there. The areas around those are kind of not the great. I would even
Mm,
dare say the same for the Speedway in Daytona. You think about those neighborhoods. Does that open you up for people after these events drinking, drunk driving, potentially using illegal substances? Does it pose a greater risk now
Mm,
by going that, even though the upside might be, okay, yes, the people that want to live there make money, have
mm,
jobs, that's great.
yeah.
Second side, upside would be, like you said, you're attracting people that need to live there, but then that adverse situation of what kind of exposure do you have yourself at? What do you think of those?
There's like four questions in there,
I
so
know,
can you
just
can you pick
yeah,
one?
I guess the question is yes or no. If you had to say yes, invest near an attraction, would you? Yes or how about you? Would you?
Yes is the short answer. Okay, because I know that those are the properties that move quickly. If you're talking about the outskirts, like example, Deland, Deltona, Point Siena, um, the outskirts, right, where there's less people there, it just takes longer to rent. It even if you're priced appropriately, it takes longer to find somebody for that house. Typically, like there's an exception to every rule. We just had a property in Deland. We rented it in what, 10 days, seven
Super
days?
fast,
Yeah,
super
yeah.
fast.
So obviously looking for something near major highways, near the city, near attractions like Disney and Universal and SeaWorld. Those are all good things as well because obviously a lot of people work there. But again, the question comes down to the house. We're getting ready to list one in Lake Nona right now. That's a very affluent part of Orlando, and it's going to be at a higher price tag. So if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to us and give us a call.
So to
Or
sum it up,
yeah,
you'd buy in the attractions area. There's
absolutely.
risk. You got to decide if those risks work for you, and if they do, great. And if not, move on to something that feels a little more comfortable for your investing.
Yeah,
Until next time.
I know.
One, two,